Hello one and hello all and welcome to another crafting adventure where today we are bringing back a classic. Yes, we are going to be making another papercraft dinosaur. Now in the past we have made the fabulous beasts of Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops and Stegosaurus, which I'll put a little link in the video by here if I can, so you can watch them if you haven't. And today I feel it's time to make the giant beast that is Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus, one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs ever found, and a fabulous beast indeed. Now, the first thing we have to do with this book is actually find the pieces. There's quite a lot of dinosaurs in here. Here we go. Spinosaurus, one of the more colourful of these dinosaurs, it would seem. And it's got 1, 2, 3 pages? 3 pages of parts, which I will pop out right now. Alright, we've got all the parts here. You know, despite having 3 pages, most of the parts were actually quite large, so that didn't take too long. However, we had a slight accident with one of the claws. Oh no! He's broken his nail! But, you know, that's not a problem. I did save the piece, and we're going to use my magic super glue. It's not super glue, it's quick drying paper glue. Very good stuff as well. I'm happy I bought this. To fix it, I guess. But we'll do that later. Because first we need to work on the head. Now we're going to take this piece here. Now with this thing, if you haven't seen it before, they are pre-folded, so you know where to put little creases in the paper. Additionally, they have these white patches which will match up with white patches on the back, so you know that folds over like that. Glue it there. These pieces here, that one will go on the inside, this one comes on the inside there, like that. This one also like that. And when it's all together, it should look something like this, and the 2-dimensional piece has made a sort of 3-dimensional form. Now this doesn't really look much like a Spinosaurus, but our next step here, we've got these little triangular tabs that are going to go on the inside of the head, so that's going to fold over there. And then we're going to take this piece, which is the bottom jaw, and as you can see, these 2 parts line up here. So that's going to fold around. Oh, it's also got a tab in the front. And this tab connects to itself. So that's going to fold over there like that. I'm guessing you want that more of a point, but we'll see how that goes. So we're going to put the top of the head on here and then attach the bottom to it, and hopefully that'll give us a complete Spinosaurus head. If things go well, that is. The tongue seems to just be sticking up a little bit there, but that's fine, that's fine. We got that on like that. Sticking the top part of the head on was quite difficult because the tab's very difficult to get underneath and push in. But you know what? That's fine. It looks fine to me. There's a little bit of excess glue on the side there. You can scrape that off or it'll dry clear, so it's not that much of an issue. Oh, that bit I will take off in a moment. Well, that's the head done. Put that down over there. Next, we are going to make the spines on the back. I believe this is actually quite easy. We just stick these together like that. So this is being glued at the back and the front there. The middle is not glued because we need to open this bit up a bit later to put it into the body. Well, I'm going to put that aside to dry because next we actually have to make the body. Yes, we have this very large piece here. First thing you need to do is make sure that all of these extra holes are open up there, and make sure all these extra bits are also broken so you can actually connect them properly. Arms, is that another hole we can break? Nope. This one, okay, that's good. And as before, all you need to do is follow the creases and the connectors. So as you can see, those bits will connect like that. Is that the only one? There's got to be more. Oh, and this bit here is going to come around and connect to there. Oof. like that, and that bit will go in there like that to create the sort of cylindrical shape of the body. You may need some pegs or something to hold it in place while the glue dries, but that's what you're going to do with that one. Tail, very simple. Fold it along the center line. This bit will glue on the inside of that bit like that. That bit will glue on the inside of that bit, and you're done. Alright, so let's put the body and the tail together. Then we're going to start on the legs. Although I do think I'm missing 2 legs. I probably missed the parts in the book, so I'm going to double check that before we get started on that bit. I just removed the pegs that were holding it all together, and the glue seems to have dried. The tail looking marvellous. The body was a little bit tricky to get these tabs to stay down with this sort of bend, so I would recommend, you know, using some sellotape or something on the inside just to hold it in place. Additionally, I fixed the claw, so this beast will no longer have trouble scratching its head. Okay. So we're going to put that aside. Also, I did make a mistake. Of course, this is a Spinosaurus, so it does only have 2 legs. Although there were 4 pages of parts. I missed the stand for the feet. These things happen. But, alright, next we're going to have to make the legs. Now with these ones, we have to break that bit there, because that's going to go around like that. Also, usually you have to separate the toes. Yeah, that's going to go underneath. They'll come up. That will go. Oh, does that? There you go. That's going to go around like that. That'll fold over there. Now on the legs, usually, yeah, they have these like tabby bits there, and these 2 will slot, or they should slot together like that. That is where it will attach to the body. But obviously before you do that, you have to stick that one down. With this shape, it's quite easy to do the feet. That's going to fold up. That's going to glue on the underside of there like that. That goes down, and then that'll glue there. And hopefully that should give you the legs. And then you just have to do the same with the other one, and then every part will be ready to put together. Da, 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 da. All the parts are ready to fit together. Alright, so our legs are done, and they're going to fold like that, so you've got this nice flat surface here. That one's going to attach there. Put the little tab in there, fold it down, stick it with some glue. Do the same on the other side, and your legs are done. Then we're going to take the tail. That tab's going to go in there. You're going to have to fold it a little bit. And then underneath, there is a place to stick it there. It is... Oh, actually, this one's not too bad. If you put your thumb inside, you can hold it in place. And that should give the tail and the legs. Once they're in place, you can work on the head. But I recommend doing these ones first. With the tail and the legs in place like this, glue's still drying a little bit, so I'm just holding it down there. You can see where we're going to go next. We've got these little tabs at the end there. They just stick to the inside of the neck. Pop that on there. Obviously you're going to have to squeeze this a little bit to get it in shape, and then you can put your finger in there to hold it in place. Or you could use some sellotape. Anything going inside, you know, you can use sellotape to hold any of the parts inside. No one's going to see it, no one's going to care. Once your head's on, then all you need to do, this is still only attached at the 2 ends, so that's going to slot down the holes in the back there. And then you can see once it's in place, we've got these little tabs there where we're just going to stick those end bits together. Finally, once that's all done, you can stick the feet to the base if you like. I'm probably not going to do that because it's much easier for storage if they're not on the bases, because you can sort of lie them down. And at the moment, I have a lot of dinosaur models, and I don't really have much space. So I'm not going to attach it to the base, but I am going to put the head on and the back spines. Hopefully the head doesn't fall off like it did with the Tyrannosaurus. But that's something we can only hope for. Alright, wish me luck on this. Da 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 da. Yes, we have finally created the Spinosaurus. As I said, I didn't actually attach it to the base because it's much easier for storage. Similarly, that is why I did not glue the tail in place. you can pop it off and store it if you want to. But you know, as a display piece, very colourful, and you know, it's very easy to identify what it is, which is always a good thing with a display piece. Now, you may be wondering, but why are you still holding down the spines? Well, that's quite simple. When you glue these little top bits together, the shape doesn't really match the shape of the body. So, yeah, if you move this too much, that spine is going to pop right off. If you do have one of these, you're going to want to sellotape the little tabs on the inside to make sure that doesn't happen. But you know what? That's not the end of the world. A little bit of sellotape on the inside there. You got easy access either under the neck or through the back. But yeah, do that and you'll have no problems. And of course, unlike the T-Rex, the head did not fall off this time because I used some pegs on the tabs to make sure the glue dried 100% before moving it. So yeah, if you got one of these, I do recommend using some quick drying paper glue with a toothpick as a little way to get the glue into all the small little nooks and crannies. Additionally, when you're popping out the pieces, you want to make sure you're doing it quite slowly and gently because you don't want to tear them. But there you go. That is how you make a Spinosaurus. Oh, with no spine. I will fix that later. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Boom. And I will be back soon. So thank you all for watching. And wow, it looks like a sort of giant raptor without that on the back. Although the head does look a little bit too large for the body. But yes, well, thank you all for watching again, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a lovely week.